the head of his foe and like tied it to his saddle so he could ride along and show it off. As one surely did back then. Pretty on brand, actually. Hi and welcome to the last video of the weird Deaths Iceberg. And this time I tried to put them in order of weird to weirdest. So stick around until the end and let me know what you thought. But with that, I'm Pilvi, this is Morbid History. You're very welcome here, I love to see you. And let's get into it. So yeah, let's jump straight on into tier 7, and it is the last tier of this iceberg. And number 1 is not a very historical one. It's from 1941 and it's a pilot called Thomas Mattel. So in this year of whatever you believe in, 1941, a flying object was seen above Florida. I'm guessing over some kind of military operation place. It was unidentified and cylindrical and all those things that we would associate with ETs, UFOs, that kind of fun stuff. Of course, they needed to go ahead and check that out. So they sent 4 fighting jets to go do just that. In one of those jets, of course, we had our very own Thomas Mattel. The 3 other pilots actually gave up chase pretty quickly and returned. But not our Thomas. He continued. He continued so far that at some point he actually became unconscious due to lack of oxygen, and that sent him into a life-ending spiral towards Earth. And thus his heroic life was ended in the pursuit of a UFO. Moving on to number 2 on this tier list, and that is the only confirmed death by meteor. This is supposedly an occurrence that happened in 1888. We don't have much information about it, but it was a man in Iraq, and in 1988, as I just said, an unidentified man in Iraq is honored as the only person to be unsubscribed by a meteor. Short and sweet, that one. And then we move on to number 3. A Greek.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't.
And the name that I will not be able to pronounce, which has been kind of a running thread through these videos. Chrysippus of Soli. I'm not gonna say his name again, but there you have it. He was a Greek Stoic philosopher. But he did not remain very stoic in the last moments of his life. In 206 BC, he was a bit intoxicated. So much so that when he caught, his eyes caught the image of a donkey somewhere. Maybe they had donkeys in their parties, or he was partying outside. I can't tell you that, but there was a donkey, and that donkey was eating figs. When seeing this lovely image, he exclaimed, "Give that donkey some wine to wash those figs down." And then he promptly laughed himself into cancellation from his own joke. I can only guess that his intoxication level was he was partying quite hard. We can all assume. Yes. Whee! Then we move on to number 4 on our list, And there we have a Thornton Jones. This was a man that woke up in 1927 with his throat well and thoroughly nothing unusual so far, until he started crying out to his wife and son, "Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me." At some point he must have lost his speech, because moments before he was unsubscribed, he wrote down on a piece of paper, "I dreamt I did it and woke up
to found it.
I dreamt I did it and woke up to find it true." What a freaking living nightmare. A sleepwalking sewer slide. Moving on. Now we just have a very gruesome tale for you. In number 5 we have 3 martyrs. They're Sikh martyrs. Bhai Mati Das, Bhai Sati Das and Bhai Dayala. And they met their faith in 1675. As you can understand, they're martyrs, so they became such by refusing to conform to Islam. They decided to just go cray with these executions. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you all about it. Bhai Mati Das, the first one, he was sawed in half from the top. They placed him between 2 structures and, yeah, went at it, so to say. He remained calm through the whole procedure. Then we have Bhai Sati Das. He was tied to a pole and then wrapped with cotton and put ablaze. He also remained calm through the entire ordeal. And then we have the last Sikh martyr of this story, Bhai Dayala. The poor man was tied into a bundle with iron chains and then put into a cauldron and boiled alive. He also remained calm through the entire ordeal.
Like, comment and subscribe and hit the notification bell. It's free for you, but helps me. I really wanna get monetized. Watch some old videos. We need to get that watch time up. If you have any tips, let me know down below. Either way, let's get back to the morbid fun times.
And now we have 2 left. And in number 6 we have Sigurd Eysteinsson. Me as a Scandinavian person should be able to freaking say this dang name, but I can't. Sigurd Eysteinsson. Okay? Sigurd. Ja. In 800 AD, Sigurd was the main man, the leader of the Viking conquest of northern Scotland. There were many battles to be had. In one of these battles, he conquered his foe, who had the lovely nickname the Bucktoothed. Sigurd, so pleased of his win, tooketh the head of his foe and tied it to his saddle so he could ride along and show it off. As one surely did back then. I'm not gonna question it, that sounds pretty on brand actually. Problem was that these buck teeth took their revenge. At some point they scratched Sigurd on his leg and he went into septic shock, which threw him off this mortal coil, probably feeling a bit dumb. And now to number 7 and the last entry of this entire iceberg. We have Francois Vatel. He was a chef and a bit of a do-it-all, I'm guessing, because he had a lot on his plate during this evening in 1671. He had gotten the grand honor of managing and doing the food for the King Louis the Great. He was responsible for 2,000 people at this big old banquet party, which would put anyone into a very stressful mind state. And Francois was undeniably feeling the pressure. At some point during the evening, the seafood didn't arrive. It was late, and the cup runneth completely over for our dear Francois. He committed, cheated himself, unsubscribed from life by running into his own sword. And then, a bit later, his dearly departed remains were found by a servant who had come looking for him to tell him that the seafood had arrived. Hi, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. As usual, please like, comment and subscribe and hit the notification bell, cause it really helps. All the hours I put into editing and then doing all this, you know, like, yeah. I really hope you all enjoy it. And I love it when you let me know that you enjoyed it. I'll be back with Spooktober videos now. That October is upon us. The greatest of times, isn't it? I'm in the mood for spooky days. Either way, love you, you're amazing, thanks for being here, and I'll hope to see you in the next one. Stay hydrated, stay amazing, you're my heroes. Mwah. Giant thanks to all my lovely patrons, and check down below for ways to support my channel. Thanks!